Welcome to Big Mike's Real Reviews. This is Big Mike, and I am going to cover today Stranger Things Season 4, Volume 1. And this is going to be a non-spoiler review, so I'm not going to leave any details or leak anything or let anything out in this review here, even though this is a really, really hard one to do because there's so much in these episodes, each episode being about an hour to even an hour and a half. I believe the last episode is Volume 1. So it's so much content within this Volume 1 of Season 4. So it's really hard to do this spoiler free. But I'm going to do my best to get this done. I think the way I'm going to rank at this point, instead of giving it my normal 1 out of 1 through 10, right? That kind of rating system, I think I'm going to do it as of what my favorite seasons are over other seasons. I think that's how I'm going to go ahead and rate this, because I will say off the bat that I did enjoy this season. Was it my favorite season? I don't know. I think I'd have to rewatch. I think I've seen each season of Stranger Things at least 5 times each. I mean, that's just a kind of a ballpark number. So I'd have to rewatch this season all the way through to try and get things that I've missed before I can really say, whether this was my favorite or not. So my ranking of might change a bit, but as of right now, the way I would rate it would probably, and don't take this the wrong way, my least favorite season is Season 2, even though I enjoyed Season 2 quite a bit. So whatever my rankings are, don't take this as a bad thing, because as a whole, I've enjoyed immensely every season, including this one of Stranger Things. So don't take that as, oh man, this must suck if it's not the greatest season ever, because it really doesn't. I did really enjoy this season, but I'm going to give you my rankings as of right now without rewatching it. So right now, I'd probably say, just because of the mystique surrounding the first season, and it was so fresh and so new, and the 80s nostalgia and everything like that. I was born in 80, so I remember a lot of the things they reference in this show because I grew up in the 80s and 90s. So this was kind of very nostalgic for me. So I would say, still as of right now, Season 1 would still be my favorite season. Now, I think Season 3 and 4 are kind of neck and neck at this point. I remember when I was about halfway through this season, I was saying that, yeah, I think I enjoyed Season 3 more than this one. But as it is wrapping up, and this season isn't even really over yet, so this, again, could still push me, a little over the edge. So when Volume 2 comes out, my rankings may change. But right now, my favorite season is Season 1. Season 3 and 4 are kind of neck and neck for second favorite, and Season 2 is at the bottom. Even though, again, I did enjoy Season 2, but to me, it was just lacking a bit. But not here to talk about Season 2. Here to talk about Season 4. Again, spoiler free. It really makes me anticipate the next 2 episodes in July. It's a slow burn to start, right? It's a very slow burn to start. The first episode, and I'd say halfway through the second, I mean, it's story building at this point, where every group is, how they've been adjusting to their new lives. You have the California crew, because Joyce moved her and Jonathan and Will and 11 out to California, and then you have still the crew that's left in Hawkins, and then we also follow Murray and Joyce as they go on their adventure to find Hop, and also we go to Russia to find out what's going on with Hop in that Russian gulag. So again, it's a lot that they have to do. So I can understand the slow burn, at first, but once it picks up, it's really interesting, and I found myself being really invested again. I remember when I saw the first trailer, the first full trailer, and they showed Vecna for the first time, and I'm like, what is this, the Night King? Like, this looks ridiculous. Like, honestly, that was my first initial reaction to it. But I will say, watching this season made me a lot more intrigued about Vecna, and we still don't fully understand what he's really trying to do at this point. However, I do like the character a lot more, of course, after watching this season than like just watching the trailer. I really enjoyed the ambiguity of the previous, villains. I mean, we had the Demogorgon in the first season, which is basically just, your monster of the week type thing, right? So then the second and third seasons, they're building up the Mind Flayer, which I thought was a good villain. I liked how at first, like, how he was just kind of invading Will's mind, and he was kind of just like this huge cloud. And then in season 3, he actually was like meat puppeting, various people and animals and everything, and that was really creepy and cool too. So, but you still never got, like, you knew he was sentient, but you never really heard him like speak or anything else. It was more like influence. Like, I thought that maybe with Vecna it would take that mystique out of it and just kind of ruin it, and for me it really didn't, because of the way like they bring him in at first, where you kind of see him at first in shadows and things like that. It was really like Freddy Krueger-esque, and it was really creepy. So I did like it better as I saw the season. Maybe they just should have held off showing him in the trailer and just put it out there in the season, and maybe at that point I don't think I would have got an adverse reaction like I did just first off. But seeing it again, I really did enjoy it. So all in all, I did really enjoy this season. I really hope that the last 2 episodes stick the landing on this one, because it's like where they left it, I wouldn't necessarily call it a cliffhanger. It was kind of like it just ended kind of like an episode would when you got 2 more left. So it's not a lot of closure. You just have some discovery of what's going on, but it's not a lot of closure, of course, because there's 2 more episodes left, and these episodes better be long. They at least should be as long as episode 7, which was about an hour and a half. So I feel like the next 2 episodes should be at least an hour and a half each, to give us like 3 more hours of content to kind of like wrap up this whole story of season 4. So stay tuned for volume 2 of season 4 of Stranger Things. That's going to hit Netflix on July 1st. And with that being said, that's going to be the end of the video.
I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you haven't already, click that subscribe button. And if you're feeling extra generous, give this video a like. It's much appreciated. And don't forget to hit that bell to be notified of all my latest content. And once again, thanks for watching, and see you next time.